And there was some dolls. Okay. I keep getting this question from a couple of different places, or this concept anyway, brought up in a couple of different places. Most recently, most recently in a couple of different places, and one is in the comment sections of a few of my recent videos. And this idea, this concept is that atheism is in and of itself a belief. Now, I will admit, absolutely, there are some people who will say that they absolutely know, without a doubt, there is no such thing as God. They will make that positive belief statement. And I kind of have to call them on that, because you've got no way to prove that, any more than a theist has any way of proving there is a God. You simply can't, because the concept of God from the get-go is that this is an omniscient, omnipotent being. If this being wants to remain hidden, there is nothing you can do to find it. It's just that simple. So you cannot possibly disprove this being, because the final answer is always, he just didn't want you to find him. But, with that being said, that's not an assumption or an assertion that I'm willing to make. I say that I do not see any evidence to suggest there is a God. I do not see any need for a God in the world, the universe that we see around us. So far, natural laws, or our understanding of them, is doing a pretty good job of explaining everything without the addition of a incorporeal mind outside of time and space. I guess that's the most neutral way I could put the concept of God. Yeah, I see no need for that. I see no reason to believe in that, and so I don't. I see no reason or need to believe in invisible unicorns or leprechauns or the Easter Bunny or Santa Claus. And yes, I know people just go off on that Santa Claus thing. They love it. They think it suggests some childhood trauma or I don't know. Regardless, all of these things are things that most people don't believe in. And it's not because they can definitively prove that they don't exist, because you cannot definitively prove that the Easter Bunny doesn't exist. You can't do it. It cannot be done. You cannot definitively prove that leprechauns don't exist. It can't be done. No matter how hard you try, it cannot be done. However, most people would agree that they don't. And once again, this ties into an earlier video I did talking about the double standard once you get into the concept of God. Why is God such a double standard there? But see that video for that discussion. This particular video is just about the idea of atheism as being a belief. Like I said, I see no evidence to support belief in God. I see no need for a belief in God to allow for the existence we see around us. Therefore, I just don't believe in one. I challenge you to find a positive belief statement in that. If atheism makes a positive belief statement, find it for me in this statement of my stance. I see no evidence to support the existence or need of a God or gods. Therefore, I don't believe that they exist. Find a positive belief statement in there. There isn't one. sorry. Anyway, more dolls.